When the king's horse leans gently toward a child in a wheelchair or bows its head to a nervous visitor, something remarkable happens. Duty gives way to empathy. Watch how these noble creatures break from their ceremonial roles to connect with people who need it most, turning royal tradition into moments of pure, unspoken kindness. Please like, subscribe, and share your favorite moment in the comments below. As the mother and her disabled kid approached, the royal horse leans down without hesitation, forehead to forehead with the girl. The mother gently pats the horse, a silent thank you for this beautiful gesture. A woman brings a special boy forward, and with gentle care, the royal guard leads the horse closer. The horse lowers its head and curiously reaches toward the boy's wheelchair, transforming a simple photo into a quiet, tender moment of connection. The royal horse gently nibbles her sweater, startling the woman in the wheelchair and making her family laugh. Her reaction? A radiant smile, now forever part of their story. She moves in her wheelchair, cautiously hopeful for a photo. The royal horse responds by lowering its head as if saying, "Would you like to pat me?" She does, and smiles like she's known him for years. Amin, a blind boy, sits quietly as his father gently guides him near the royal horse. Without hesitation, the horse leans in on its own, calm, steady, and close. And then, in his cute voice, Amin says, "I love you so much." The horse stays still, as if it truly understood. Without being prompted, the horse gently lowers its head so a woman in a wheelchair can reach out and touch it. No trainer, no words, just quiet connection and mutual understanding. She's nervous, unsure about the towering horse beside her. But then the horse leans in, slowly and kindly, and gives a little nod. Like Baymax from Big Hero 6, it says, "I'm here to help." Dressed in yellow, the boy seems nervous at first, but the royal horse gently nuzzles him until fear turns to laughter. It's one of those little victories no one forgets. A father steadies his special needs son beside the guard. The horse leans in slowly, like it knows what this moment means. One soft motion, and the photo becomes a memory of love. While ceremonial in appearance, royal horses often express emotion through subtle body language. Lowering their heads, nuzzling gently, or even nodding are signs of curiosity and trust, particularly when interacting with someone new or vulnerable. These gestures, seen frequently in their interactions with people with special needs, are not trained tricks. They're authentic signs of comfort, affection, and emotional intelligence that horses naturally offer. The horse gently rests its head on a man's shoulder as he sits in his wheelchair. Then it nudges closer, trying to cuddle into his arm. It's a scene straight out of Dumbo, soft, real, unforgettable. A man in a wheelchair sits for a photo. The royal horse slowly lowers its head and kisses his hand. The man grins, and for a second, it's as if the horse bowed just for him. She sits in her wheelchair, hoping for a good picture. The royal horse doesn't wait to be told. He turns his whole body toward her, ensuring she's the center of the moment. A young girl in a wheelchair arrives with her family for a photo, but before anyone even asks, the royal horse steps closer and leans its head down toward her. It's not protocol, it's pure instinct. This time, it's the father, not the child, who receives the horse's focus. With a calm presence, the horse gently leans in and nods its head toward him, as if offering a quiet moment of recognition and respect. With gentle eyes and steady posture, the royal horse allows a special boy to pat its side. The boy's parents beam, knowing that this quiet moment will be remembered forever. This lady didn't expect it. The horse playfully leans in and pretends to nibble at her arm. She jumps a little, then bursts out laughing. Even protocol can't hide a good sense of humor. A friend brings a nervous man toward the royal horse. The horse leans in tenderly, encouraging him. The man tries, but ends up covering his ears, too overwhelmed to respond. And somehow, it makes the moment even sweeter. A mother brings her daughter in close. The royal horse doesn't flinch, nuzzling the mother's arm like it's saying, "Let's take this picture together." It's giving Paddington Bear energy, polite, warm, and perfectly British. She is blind, but the horse doesn't need sight to understand. As she reaches out to pat him, he leans in closer and nuzzles her, asking, without words, for a cuddle in return. Two girls pose beside the guard, unsure if the horse will cooperate, but it does more than that. It poses, stands still, and waits like a loyal friend. After the picture is taken, she gently reaches for the horse, and instead of pulling away, it kisses her hand. Her wide smile says everything words can't. Did you know? Royal horses don't just show up ready for duty. They form deep, trusting relationships with their assigned guards through daily routines of grooming, feeding, and quiet companionship. These horses learn to recognize their riders' voices, movements, and even moods. That connection isn't just emotional, it's essential. It allows the horse to remain calm during long ceremonies, and it's why you'll often see a horse respond to a guard's silent cue, or nuzzle their handler in recognition. Behind every perfectly still moment on parade is a bond built in quiet stables, early mornings, and shared trust. Now let's look at more tear-jerking level of gentleness from the royal horses. Don't miss it. She sits in her wheelchair, hoping for a perfect picture, and the royal horse makes it happen. With subtle grace, it shifts its position to face the camera, as if to say, "Let's make this memory count." The man in front of the royal horse is clearly special, and so is the horse's response. It leans in, stomps playfully, and nudges closer, lighting up the man's entire face with joy. A man wheels his father forward with his daughter in his lap. The horse doesn't need prompting. It shifts slightly and faces the lens. It's not just a photo, it's a family portrait led by kindness. No words are spoken, but a moment still unfolds. The horse leans closer and nods, just once, soft and steady, as if saying, "You're welcome here." The horse looks deeply at the woman in her wheelchair, not a glance, something more. Like Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy, it says everything with one quiet gaze. You matter. The man is a double amputee, yet the horse doesn't hesitate. It leans down gently, locking eyes, two souls, meeting in quiet recognition. From gentle nudges to lowered heads, every interaction between the king's horses and those with special needs reveals a truth often hidden beneath ceremony. These majestic animals don't just serve tradition, they embody compassion. Whether it's calming a nervous child, honoring a wheelchair-bound guest, or simply holding still for the perfect photo, their quiet grace speaks louder than any command. So, subscribe to the WHAAAT Channel and let us know in the comments which moment touched your heart the most. And if these glimpses of empathy warmed your soul, stay tuned, because what's coming next? It just might be the most heart-melting yet.